Hi guys, welcome back to Tigara Aitana. My name is Abby and today we are going to be doing a little something fun, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to bless your tarot deck or your oracle deck. And if you see smoke coming out of my face, it's because there's some sage and Palo Santo going on. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to bless your deck and different ways you can do so it's like good vibes all around. I'm going to be showing you this with 3 different decks that I have, one being my actual tarot deck, the other one being the fun ones, playing cards. And the reason why I'm bringing the playing cards up is because maybe you live in a household or a place that you can't actually use your tarot deck. It might just be thought of as something negative, something bad. I read with playing cards as well, and it's just a really good tool to have. It's just that you don't have all the major arcanas and you don't have the pages, so but all in all is pretty much very similar, very much the same thing. It's just with tarot you actually get more information, but I do love using playing cards to read, especially when I'm in, you know, a place where I'm not supposed to be reading or whatever. So it's like everybody just thinks I'm playing a game, and that's fine. Now we're gonna start with the list of ways that you can cleanse your decks. First one being Florida water. And the way you're gonna do this is that you're going to take a magical cotton pad, okay? If you can use paper towels for this, but it doesn't work as well. It just really doesn't. It's very frustrating, and it just doesn't work as well. So I would recommend a cotton pad. Trust me, it's not gonna disintegrate and it's not gonna kind of like rub off at the end. So I just recommend, trust me. Now you're just gonna take your cotton pad, put some Florida water in there, soak it up a little bit, like make sure it's like goodly coated, and then you're gonna take one of your cards and you're going to swipe down once, swipe the back once. Now one of the other ways that I'm going to talk to you about later, you can kind of use it together, which is a prayer that I'm going to give you guys. You can use it while you're doing this, but ultimately you really don't have to. The Florida water will do its job, just so you know. Just do your thing. And this works with any deck. Up, one swipe, put it to the side, let each card air out separately away from each other. You're doing this to every single card. One swipe, one swipe. And if you feel a card in your hand while it's like drying off, you can tell that the vibration of the card just changed, because you can feel it. It's very much like a shift. You just want to make sure they air out, so it's just like nice and cleansed. Now the other way, the second way that I would recommend doing so, if you don't have Florida water, for my idolatry spells people that love it, love those videos, you can actually, and this is not ready to use yet because y'all know we have to wait 4 to 6 weeks to use it, but you can use 4-leaf vinegar to bless your decks. And the reason why you can is because it's used for protection work, and what you're doing is really cleansing the energy from anything negative. So you can take a cotton pad, put some on it, same as the Florida water. You can say the prayer that I'm going to give you later while you're doing this, or you can just let it do its thing. Again, it's charged for that specific use. And again, you take the card, swipe it once, take the card in the back, swipe it once, then put it to the side, let it air dry. You're going to do that to each card. Now the other way that you can do this is that you can take a resurrection rose, you can put it in water, and this is if you don't have Florida water, and this is if you don't have the 4-leaf vinegar, or you don't have anything else brewed up for protection that you can use to like do the cotton pad situation. Okay, you're gonna take a rose, and if you don't have some of these, I have these on my shop, so check out the link below, check out my shop. I do sell these on my website. But you can take a rose, you're gonna put it in water and leave it there for at minimum 3 days. Don't do this like, don't rush to it. Don't just put this baby in water and be like, oh, it's ready, and just take the water 2 seconds later. It's not done yet. It needs to like cook. It needs to sit in the thing for a while. So put this in water, let it submerge, and then in 3 days, you can use that amount of water. Again, put it in a cotton pad, and then swipe. And then you put it to the side and you let it air dry. Okay? The other ways in which you can cleanse it would be by air. So, and then you're like, by air? Yes, by air. We're going to talk about the air ones now. So you can either take sage or Palo Santo. So you take the sage. And I usually do this when I get a new deck. I do this when I get a new deck, especially if I'm traveling or something. I make sure that like I have something. Now you can do this two ways because it's air. You can take the whole entire deck and just run through the smoke, taking your time to each edge. Again, take as much time as you want. I'm going a little bit quicker because it's just a video, but run it through, or you can do this one by one. Okay, and then you just, again, you can put it to the side. Or if you want to try something else, you can also use Palo Santo. And so you take the Palo Santo, light it up, and then again you could take it on its own, run it through. Palo Santo is going to basically remove any negative energy on it, but it's going to keep the positive in there. Or you can take the entire deck and run it through. Okay. And so the last way that I would tell you guys that you can bless it with, well, actually there's two more ways. I just added another one because I forgot to add this one to the thing. But it would be the prayer. There's going to be a prayer in the description box right below. It's going to link to my website. It's going to be a link. The link to my website will have the prayer on how to speak into it. And this works kind of like the same way as you know, like when someone's doing an exorcism or something, they're talking. It's a verbal thing. Okay, so you can take away negativity with your voice, and I definitely recommend doing that with your voice, because then when you're praying over a specific deck, a specific tool that you have, you're setting an intention verbally. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to go check out the prayer. You're going to put your hands top of each, and it is very similar to the bibliomancy tips and tricks video. You put it in between your hands like this, and then you're going to speak the prayer over it. So the one tip that I would say as you do this, you can do the prayer with all of the tools that I gave you today, but I would also say the last thing I would tell you to do to cleanse your deck would be to put it on your personal altar. You can put it on your ancestor altar as well, or if there's a specific deity that is more towards divination and like moon goddesses and stuff, they're really, really good for this type of work. But I would put it on your personal altar just so you can charge it in that space. So just put it there, say the prayer, put it there, leave it overnight, and then you can start shuffling the next morning. That's how I would cleanse my decks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Let me know which one of these you would try. I also would recommend occasionally changing, like cleansing your decks. I want to say once every 3 to 4 months. It really depends. If you read for other people, I would cleanse a little bit regularly like that, like once every 3 months. But I would definitely say practice regularly cleansing your cards, because they are your tools. You want them to be cleansed. You want them to be good to go. You want them to work for you the best you can. The easiest way to do that is to leave them on your altar. Obviously, you can't have an altar of like oracle decks and tarot cards, so just make sure that the one you use constantly, of just when you're gravitating towards, that you're feeding it that intention that you want, and you're just like blessing it with the intention of it bringing you that illumination, that knowledge, the messages that you need to hear from the divine. So I hope this was helpful. Definitely drop me a comment below for which one you try if you do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Definitely check out my Patreon. There's going to be a giveaway announced on the 27th, and we're also having a fall equinox live, which will be live on YouTube on the 23rd. And we're also always healing and learning over there, so definitely check out the Patreon. It's just a fun time, and I will see you guys in the next video.